Jared Warren, and you're watching the Bare Knuckle Show, and it's fight week.
Knockdown number 3 off the left hook. There's the uppercut. Down goes Daniel Jerry.
I'm going to put this guy out in front of his hometown, and they're not going to fucking like it.
I'm willing to go in there and kill you, bro.
I don't think Junior thinks he'll beat me this time.
I know I could beat Jared this time, last time, next time.
We are all the way live, but I'm not in Satellite 5. I'm not here. I'm in South Carolina. I had some business to attend with some local affiliates, a TV station I'm meeting with. We're all over the place because we're going to expand the Bare Knuckle Show. But I'm here excited for Hollywood, Florida. I know that we have a lot going on today. Chris Lidle going to be stopping by for a Lidle look ahead for BKFC 62. We're looking forward to that. Always like to kind of see what's going on with him. And also, Luke Rockhold had some interesting words about Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. We're going to be talking about that as well, and so much other with Chris Lidle. It's always fun to have him on. It's been a couple weeks. It'll be good to see him back. Also, the BKFC 62 main event, man, it's been heating up. We're going to look back at some of the moments from last week's face-off. You had a lot of opinions on it. We're going to break that down a little more, and so much other stuff coming up, as always, here with the Bare Knuckle Show. I appreciate, like I said, you guys being here today. I know that I want to check with the boys. I always like checking with the boys in the control room there. I think they're there. I think they can hear me. Can you hear me? Is this all coming through correctly? Am I doing okay?
Yep, I think we're good.
Where's Evan?
He is. Hang on, I'll show you, Evan.
You gonna show me, Evan?
That wasn't.
This is not Evan. Okay, well, I mean, I think he's trying to find out where Evan is. I don't know where Evan is. I'm here. He's going to be cute. Evan on the picture. Evan's not in today. Evan's not in.
He's always watching, though. He's always watching.
He's always lording over you. I think he headed out to Hollywood a little earlier than we did. I don't know if he misbooked his flight or whatever, but I think he's on his way to Hollywood for the show. I'm on my way in a little bit. I know you are as well. So I guess it's just me and you today, right?
Me, you, and Chris a little bit later. Yep.
Yeah, he comes on. Look at you. Look at you being a broadcast journalist.
It's a busy week, where everyone's traveling. I'm traveling right after this. And are you traveling today, or are you traveling tomorrow?
I'm in South Carolina, bro. I'm getting up at like 4 a.m. tomorrow to catch a flight. Yay me. But I'll say this. I really, really appreciate you helping make this happen because it's not easy. And we burn on you a lot, dude. But thank you for your commitment to the show and catching your later flight for that. I know we appreciate, the fans do as well. I want to take a quick second before we get into anything else. I saw Little Ben in the chat. Little Ben, I will call you Big Ben today because he says a couple hours away from being a grandfather. Please congratulate Ben in the chat. I think that's pretty
Congratulations.
Cool. Bless that young baby that's coming out that's kind of Little Ben as a grandfather. That'd be so much fun to have Little Ben as a grandfather. I see Gators in the chat. I see in the red corners in the chat, Andrew Toppin, Kyle Mish, everybody, man. Swervo Cuts in there. Anthony, what's up? Camacho's in there as well. We appreciate you guys. Be sure to spread the word. Look, BKFC 62, we're excited at a fever pitch. I know you're pumped up too. I can see it in the chat. I can see it all over social media. So much going on. Brandon, like I said, you're headed out in a little while. You were saying yesterday when I talked to you, you're excited for the show. You're excited to get back to our stomping grounds. And it looks like it's going to be a sellout. This is awesome, right?
Yes, definitely a very highly anticipated event. This event feels huge. It feels like a Knuckle Mania almost. A lot of animosity in the main event. Very interested to see that. Also, I think the Alberto Blas and Keith Richardson fight is going to be crazy because Blas is very fast and athletic, and then Keith is a dog, so it's going to be fun to watch those two figure each other out. So.
Yes, there's a weird delay there. I apologize for stepping over top of you there, stepping on you. But yeah, it was funny because if you haven't seen, for some reason, you're watching this, if you haven't seen the Road 2 that we did, BKFC.com, grab the app, it's up there. Man, it was very well put together. I did a lot of those interviews, and I think that one of my favorite parts of that piece was Keith and Alberto Blas. I think that I just think Keith is dialed in. Keith has something to prove, as everybody does in this card. I mean, 3 world title fights. You're right. It has a Knuckle Mania feel to it. Coming to Hollywood, Florida. It's good to come back there again. I'm hearing that this may be the biggest show we've ever had there. I'm hearing that every seat's going to be gone. It's on the pace to get there. So if you're on the fence, BKFC.com, grab those tickets. Get involved, man. We want to see you there. I want to shoot the bare knuckle bazooka. I hope they fix it there. I want to hear the crowd. It's going to be awesome. Love going to Hollywood, Florida. All right, so I know there's a ton of stuff to get to today, a lot we want to talk about. So I think at this point, before we get to Lidle, and we'll let Lidle join whenever, and he can kind of get involved in the mail call, the mailbag if he wants, but you know what to do, man. If you got enough hands, real quick, how many mouses are you working with today? You're doing everything yourself. It's got to be hard. Are you going to be able to fire yourself? Okay?
Call.
My question is
no need for the big introduction. Let's just get to it.
I'm trying to make you look good, man. You're doing a lot.
I got 3 is it mouse or mice? Three mice, 3 keyboards, and then the board and all that stuff. So yeah, it's fun. It's a good. We got it.
Wild, man.
No
it's
spring chicken. We're good.
You've probably never seen Total Recall.
And then if I do mess up, then I'll just hit this.
You broke it. You fucking broke it.
On yourself, you're going to hit that. That's how much shame.
Yep.
I was going to say, I don't know if you've ever seen Total Recall, but Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, there's one point where the guy's like, it's a lot different than where you're at right now, but he's like, man, baby, you make me wish I had 3 hands. That's going to be you today. You're going to need 3 hands. If you've never seen the movie, look it up. If you have, you'll know what I'm talking about. 3, 1, 2, 3 hands. It was like an alien. Anyway, Jesse James is in the house too. We appreciate him being here. Rick Doughty's here. Thank you so much. But let's talk about mail call. A guy who's usually on here, and I don't see him this week, sent an email named Wesley Killeagle. We know him from Montana. His daughter, Peyton, we've talked about it before. She's a childhood cancer survivor. We love to hear that. Hello, Peyton. I know you may be watching this later if you're not seeing it live. It's been a year since Peyton has seen me or any of the people, he says, the Cutman G. She wants to know when BKFC is coming back to Montana so she can see everyone. Well, she sent these pictures in. I think there's myself hanging out with Peyton. What an inspiration she was. And the cut man, G. Perez, who's fighting this Friday at Hollywood. There he is against Albert Inkland. There he is with Peyton. So there you go. Take some pictures, being fan-friendly. When are we coming back to Montana? That's the question. We have a lot coming up. I know that. We have a lot. We're going to be running around the globe everywhere. We're going to be announcing a lot very soon. It's going to blow your mind. Already kind of blowing my mind about the schedule we have coming up here. I don't know where in Montana is coming. I'm sure we'll be back. BKFC.com. You can always check there for more. Watch the show. We'll keep you updated. I love Montana. Loud, crazy crowd. The weekly bust out in Montana. Shout out to them too. Hopefully we can get back there soon. Let's move on to Andrew, ambidextrous. This is the guy I told you he's been sending stuff in who has the BKFC license plate in California. I met him. He's super cool. Love this guy. But he sent us this video of Luke Rockhold. Luke Rockhold kind of on a podcast, letting his thoughts be known. He wants to know what our response is to this. Let's watch the video with, I think Rampage is in here too. It's some podcast they did talking about. Bare Knuckle came up. Let's watch.
And then his management, it just never happened. So yeah, that's that. It's like a weird ass.
Would you fight him now? Bare Knuckle?
I get what the hell?
Are we talking
about signing me up to some big fights?
Why do you keep talking bare knuckle, man?
Bare knuckle's crazy.
Bare knuckle. That's stupid.
Yeah. It does take a bit.
It's really a stupid sport. Like you're the only one laughing about, but me and Rampage sitting here.
I think it's
we're all. There's no technique involved. It's just
it looks crazy.
It's a dumb man's sport.
There's technique, but it is kind of
fun to watch.
You're taking if I can't throw you on the ground if you get out of position, and if you fall down and like they let you stop.
Not even like kicking, just kicking, maintaining distance. It's like
it's a totally different sport. I know, yeah. And then his management.
How about that? Yeah, Luke. How do I feel about it? I don't know if Brandon wants to tackle this. I don't know if it's even part of his contract that he can speak on this kind of stuff. I don't put him on the spot, but I'll tell you, I'd like to tackle that question, Andrew. I would like Chris Lidle, who's coming on later, to speak out to Luke Rockhold. I'd love to see what Lidle has to say.
I'll let Chris handle this one.
I think so too. But Chris Lidle's going to have some interesting things to say. I've never been a professional fighter. I've watched it. I've done professional wrestling. Two way different things, way different. But the only comment I have is this. Luke, to me, is a guy that is an excellent athlete, right? He's good at MMA. He's not a bare knuckle fighter. And I don't think Luke understands that. I believe there is a lot of technique involved. And if you look, you'll see different techniques, different disciplines. We've talked about it many times creeping in. You're going to see more. This is the start. We're only about 6 years in. This sport is still developing. So, I could go further about Luke Rockhold. We saw his fight with Mike Perry. We saw what happened. We saw how quick that ended. I think we all know why that ended so quickly. And I'll leave it there. I'll leave it for Chris Lidle to talk about it. He's coming on in just a little bit. I'd love to hear your comments in the chat about it too, your thoughts on that. But yeah, I don't think it's a sport that deserves to be disrespected. These men and women are warriors, and there is technique involved. I feel like they're just kind of like, yeah, whatever. But when you look and you understand it more, then you'll understand. I don't think that Luke thought it was a sport, like you said, with no technique when he collected the money. Anyway, I'll leave it up to the rest of Chris Lidle. I'd love to hear what he has to say. Luke is mad because Mike Perry put his teeth down his throat, little Ben's saying. Sounds like Luke is sour that he has brittle bones and his jaw busted, patient Pluto's saying. So a lot of people talking. What's up the Bulls, Beers, and Brawls? 22. Josh Burns. Here's Josh Burns saying Luke doesn't have that dog in him, period. It's kind of what I was getting at, Josh. And for you to say that is better because you're a fighter that's done it. I didn't want to make that comment. I don't have the right to say that. I can talk about what I see, but I've never done it. So we'll get to Chris Lidle. We heard from Josh Burns, another big-time pro fighter. Love hearing from you guys about what he thought. But for now, here's something else that was interesting to me. I saw this on social media. I don't know if you saw it, but somebody sent it in. They didn't sign their name. I didn't even look, honestly. I'm sorry. I'm not saying your Instagram handle. You're not getting clout. Oh, no. You're not getting clout. Oh, but I appreciate you sending it in. This is called, I guess, gas fights? I don't know. These guys are on the road. How does it promoting? I don't know if it's real. I don't know much about it. But they're on the road just having a fight. Now, in pro wrestling, this has been done before. It was, I forget what it was called, the Broad Street Bully match or something. Or no, that was in Philly. It was some kind of fight they did on the back of a truck. And I always thought, even when pro wrestling did it, obviously a different sport, it was hard to get your footing back there with the truck moving and stuff. I can't imagine fighting. I don't know if that's MMA or stand-up. I can try and see, but I can't imagine fighting in a truck like that. But can you imagine if Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship did that, Brandon? I mean, think about it. We wouldn't even just promote, just have two guys just beating the hell out of each other, bare knuckle, driving around town. We'd be pulled over by the cops. It would be bad. It would be really bad. But what a great way to promote. Kudos to them. It's called gas fighting. Brandon, would you fight me in the back of a truck like that, bare-fisted, to promote the Bare Knuckle Show? Would you ever do something like that?
Yeah, I would.
Which kid?
You want to do it?
No, I don't want to hurt
Set
you.
it up.
If we're going to promote it, it needs to last a little bit so we can drive it around. If it's me and you, dude, you're done first punch, brother.
Oh, okay. All right.
Everyone in the chat's like, yeah, he's going to hit him like this, like pro wrestling punch. He's going to gouge his eyes. I'll get my brass knucks out.
I'm told I have a lot of pent-up anger, so
you do.
Maybe it'd be a good opportunity unless I'm out, and if we were both locked in a moving truck cage.
You, not toward me, just in general.
Just in general, yeah, not towards you.
I'll tell you this. Let's examine that for a minute since you brought up. You do have a lot of pent-up anger. I think you should see a psychiatrist at some point. I mean, you keep a lot inside, and then when you get mad, you should see this guy. He doesn't really get mad. I don't want you to have a heart attack. Open the door. Let's speak about it. I mean, why do you have that pent-up anger?
I don't know. I'm trying to make a comment for your show. I don't do this. I don't like to talk. I fucking push buttons.
I love it. They're telling me to stop harassing you. I will. All right. This is great too. Thank you for the comment. I appreciate that, Brandon. You're the man.
No, Brad, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. It'll be fun. No anger involved. Just, I think it'd be funny. Set it up.
Brandon, here's some of the comments about you. I met your brother down the shore last week through a mutual friend.
Oh, yeah. What's that kid? What's his name?
Mutual friend.
What's his name?
Anthony Camacho. That's the dude who's at the airport with us. It's like Chris. It's like
yeah. My brother, my younger brother texted me a picture of those two together And my brother was like, this guy says he knows you. And I was like, I recognize him. I seen him. I couldn't remember his name, though.
She was in Hollywood last time. I'm sure he'll be there. He was in Hollywood at Dare afterwards, stumbled around all drunk.
Was he in am I crazy? Was he at Mohegan Sun?
Mohegan Sun, that's where it was.
If he was, answer in the chat if you were. I think you were.
He was. I remember talking.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, he met my brother Justin. Yep.
Yeah, it's so cool. Look, they're still dogging Wormsworth saying Luke is salty about the Luke Rockhold comment. We'll talk to Luke is a pretty boy.
I guess I could probably bring in. You can keep going on the mailbag, but I'm going to get Lidle set up here in a second.
That's what we do. We'll keep going. So, Brad in Ogden, Utah, which I think will be in Utah sometime soon, hopefully. He's appalled by Taylor Starling. That's what he says. I'm appalled by Taylor Starling. He says, my friend just forwarded me this video. Is this how you get ready for a title fight? Taylor is going to get run over by Britt if this is how she's training. Now, I don't know because the three-handed wonder back there, Brandon, we're running short here today, Steph. I don't know if you can fire the video off or wait till Lana comes on. Goat yoga.
Oh, you're a big cuddle bug. You're a big cuddle bug, huh? I like you. You got it. Listen to your body. Oh, come on back to that warrior sleep. I was like, I'm good. Move that chin a little bit, tuck it down into your chest. This is the best.
Goat say, I don't even know. But anyway, I don't know. But goat yoga. I can't speak on goat yoga. I've never done it. I mean, it looked nice to pet the goat. I'm sure she's doing more than that. I know she's doing more than that. I have done yoga. Yoga is very beneficial. DDP yoga, Diamond Dallas Page. It really helps put the oil in your joints. You feel better. You feel like there's oil in your joints. So yoga can definitely be helpful if she's doing it. So I don't agree that she's going to get run over because she's doing yoga. Yeah, that did look a little, though. The goat yoga looked a little tame. I don't know how much of it we really saw, but I do know that I think a better representation of Taylor's Taylor's mental and physical mindset. I did see this on her Instagram. This is kind of her medical. Why do I keep saying medical? I need medical help. Mental and physical mindset. This is a better representation of that.
How about days off? One day, but not today.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
How bad are you really?
You want to see what you do when you're tired. Let me see how you push yourself. Come on, man. Get up. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. The next day. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
You must be willing to extend yourself to the limit with no guarantee of success. Once the mind knows you're not going to quit something, it's going to try to find more. I'm trying to be the best I can to give you the best that I am. How about that?
There you go. So that's more of an accurate representation, I feel like, of what her mindset is going into this. And we're joined by Chris Lidle. We're joined by Lights Out Chris Lidle. I'm happy. As you can see, Chris, this is kind of hodgepodge show today. I'm in South Carolina doing some business. You're at your house getting ready. Brandon's in there. He's holding it all down. He's all by himself. Evan's not here, but I'm glad to have you here. And the chat always loves you. They go crazy. So you go crazy for Chris Lidle. Here he is, fresh out of his sauna. Chris Lidle, you still sweaty? Did you shower yet at least?
Of course I did, Brian. I'm not a Neanderthal. I shower. I didn't do any yoga, though. No goat yoga for me. I do like hot yoga, but I'm out on the goat yoga. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't fully understand that either, but yoga is beneficial. I feel like if she's doing that in some way, the goats are running around and nipping at her or whatever they're doing. I feel like, nipping at Taylor, you can nip it worse. But I feel like, I said that, sorry. But I feel like, hey, there's some benefits there, but I do feel like she's doing more than that. And we'll talk more about that fight coming up in just a little while. Hey, Chris, since you're here, I'm going to go through the mailbag with you. But before we do that, Brandon, any way you could replay that video quickly and the comment that Luke made, and we could have kind of let him react to it, his thoughts on it? He's an expert.
Yeah, give me a second.
Thank you.
What do we got going on here?
So there's a video. Luke Rockhold was on a podcast. I think Rampage was on there too. And Bare Knuckle came up, and you can hear what he said. It kind of caught me off guard a little bit. I didn't know Luke felt that way. It was interesting because he didn't seem to feel that way when he was here. But anyway, you'll watch the video. See it in a second. I think he's up.
His management, it just never happened. So that's that. It's like a weird ass.
Would you fight him now? Bare Knuckle?
I get what the hell?
Are we talking
you guys
about
signing me up to some fights?
Why do you keep talking bare knuckle, man?
Bare knuckle's
stop
crazy.
Bare knuckle. That's stupid.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of that.
It's really a stupid sport. Like you're the only one laughing about, but me and Rampage sitting here.
I think it's
we're all. There's no technique involved. It's just
it looks crazy.
It's a dumb man's sport.
There's technique, but it is kind of
fun to watch.
You're taking if I can't throw you on the ground, if you get out of position, and if you fall down and like they let you stop,
Not
and
even
like
kicking, just kicking, maintaining distance. It's like
it's a totally different sport. I know, yeah. And then.
So there you go, Chris. Once you react to that, I'll tell you before you do. I had my reaction, but I want to hear yours. The chat reacted in a very negative way, positive towards BKFC, negative towards Luke. I mean, you would expect that. But look, you've done it. You've been in a lot of disciplines of fighting. What are your thoughts on those comments? I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Well, man, let me tell you, you know what sport I don't like? I don't like golf. You know what I mean? So about once a year, people would talk me into doing like a scramble for like charity or something, and I'd go out there and they'd use my ball like twice, and then I'd start drinking beer and they'd use my ball none at all because I'm terrible. I hate golf, probably because I'm not very good at it. You know what I mean? And I don't even know if like subconsciously, I like Luke. I think he's a friend, but I bet subconsciously when you come out of here like that and you lose, you don't like the sport. And I understand that. I think that's probably a big part of it is, would it be different if he would have came out and won his fight? If he went through a little war and he won, would he like this sport? I bet he'd have a whole different notion. Now, my thought when I first saw bare knuckle, when I heard of it, I said, what's wrong with these people? Bare knuckle is stupid. Why would somebody do it? This is back in probably 2016. I watched the fight. My buddy Joe Riggs fought in it. Halfway through it, I said, I want to do this. Not because it's stupid, not because it's not skilled. I thought it was highly skilled. I had to talk to my family, my wife and everything, be like, no, I'm coming out of retirement to do a fight, but I don't want to take the brain damage. It's not like that. You have to be highly skilled. You got to not get hit at all. You have to be very precise with your punch. You have to be very, very skilled. If it wasn't skilled, we would have certain guys win all the time. Everybody would have a 50-50 record. It'd just be the luck of the draw. Whoever landed that punch wins. It's not. It's highly, highly skilled. You have to be very technically sound. And you see that the higher level guys, the guys who have 1, 2, 3 more fights than everybody else, they start getting better quicker. Why is that? Because it is a skilled sport. So I understand not liking it. You fought in it once, you lost. I get that, but it's disheartening to hear that you're going to just kind of bash the whole organization. But whatever, man. Like I said, golf sucks. So that's why.
I'm happy. Hey, regardless, he's talking about us. And the people that know, like you'll know, and the people in the chat know, Bowls, Beers, and Brawls is calling him Luke Rockhead. He's not being as nice. He's saying he's a child. Little Ben's saying it takes no talent to just take punches to the face. So that's not things you said. This is the audience. So there's a lot of backlash with this. Again, Luke was nothing but nice to me either. I enjoyed talking to him. I was actually shocked when he said that. So who knows? Maybe it's for clout. Everything I feel like nowadays, I'm not saying Luke, but everything's for clout. They want to, get that soundbite out there. And look, now we're talking about it. You know what I mean? So I appreciate your input on that. The chat gave a lot of input too, and they seem to agree with you. Josh Burns mentioned that he doesn't have that dog in him. That's what Josh Burns said. So I understand. That's a great way of looking at it.
Look, Luke's a great athlete. He's a great, fighter. He's been a UFC champ, but this sport is not for everyone. I always say I don't care how technically sound you are. I don't care, how fast you are. I don't care how strong you are. I care how much of it, like you said, how much of a dog you are, how much you can, keep fighting, come back and win at all costs. That's what I love about this sport. I think we have that more than anybody else in the other sport. You can get by in a lot of sports not being the toughest guy out there. Not in this sport. You have to be the toughest guy.
I agree. And that's why I love watching it, man. You get the baddest MF man doing this sport. All right, now that we took care of that, I really wanted your comments. And actually, I feel good because a lot of my comments aligned with yours. So, maybe I'm starting to figure this out. You just get next time I see you, you got to punch me in the face so I know what it feels like. You know what I mean? Like to really get punched by.
I'll do it. I'll do it this weekend. It'll be fun.
Repeatedly, right? Repeatedly.
All right. How about we'll work the body shots?
Oh no, I've had them. They suck at half.
No bruises.
Half pace.
No bruises. You won't even see it. People won't even see it on your face. It'll be perfect.
Well, what's the point? I want you to hit me so you can see it, so I look tough. Anyway. All right, let's get back to the mailbag. Thank you for weighing in on that, Chris. Just go through the mailbag with me here. Let's have some fun. Oh, this is good. KMS Records, he sent this in. We're big on punching bag videos. Like you go to the arcade, you get the punching bag. You remember from Olympia, we had the punching bag there. You held the record for a while. Jared Warren, who's fighting Joe Mascaboza for the vacant light heavyweight title this Friday until he broke our punching bag. I talk about it every week. He hit it so hard, deflated, and broke. But we love seeing punch bag videos. So KMS Records sent this in. I think the first one is a woman getting hit.
Oh man!
Now watch. He watches. He's checking her. He's looking at his score.
He's still making sure he got a good score though.
Look at this.
He's been trying to do that for a long time. This was just an excuse. He was lepping off. She was talking bad about him. He said, "I got this. Watch it."
He's like, "Yeah, stand right here."
That's clear. That was intentional.
Look at him. He's looking for the score. Oh, okay, that's hilarious. That's a great one. Thank you for sending me. But there's another one that got sent in. Why? I mean, look, I never would hit a woman. That was an accident, obviously. But why even do that when the woman will hit herself? Essentially, let's watch this one. That looks like, you know what that looks like?
I hope that was at a bar. Was that at a bar where they've been drinking a lot?
No, it looks like an arcade. She's not even at a bar.
Maybe she's an alcoholic. We don't know. She's got problems because she looked very drunk there. If that's how bad she punches, wow. I think she was drunk, so give her some grace.
Lidle, I was going to say, she didn't show much grace. We'll give her some grace. That actually reminded me of Chris Lidle getting off a plane after a couple double shots of Tito's vodka on the plane. There he is. And
the mural collection continues.
Jack Daniels
I know, man. I love it. Right on cue. He had a Jack Daniels in their last flight, but if you look next to it, all those Tito's, that's just a sampling of my home bar from stealing Tito's or borrowing Tito's off the airplane. And if you look at the front one,
that's your bar, Brian?
On the right, yeah. But
I thought that was his collection. That's why I mashed them together. I was like, look at Lidle's like masterpiece he's working on. But
I wouldn't say we got to see his masterpiece. Well, my wife saw she was cooking with some vodka, making some vodka sauce, And I was like, why are you using my bar? I'm competing with Lidle. Use the vodka that we buy, not the ones I take. I keep them all there because I don't want to use them.
We got a contest going on, huh? No more. Yeah, fill it with water. I won't know.
If you look, did you see on that picture the one little seal was broken? The reason the seal's broken on the front is because that's the smart flight attendants. They think you're doing you a favor by opening for you. Then you got to seal them back shut.
I know. I'm familiar. I'm familiar with the same. I do the same thing. I'm like, no. We're not getting by like that. It's going in my pocket.
Oh man, I love. What's this? What's going on? Somebody wrote. Anthony Camacho wrote. Mike Perry going to KO Jake Paul like he did Luke Rockhold. He said it was announced 10 minutes ago. I didn't know that was official. Well, we'll see. That's not from me. That's from the internet. All right, let's move on with the. Oh, speaking of someone in the chat, Little Ben. Little Ben is going to be a grandfather in about an hour and a half. It sounds like he's watching the show in Sarasota from the hospital. Congratulations to you and your family, Ben. That's awesome. He said we need to start. Of course, he's got a kid on the way. A BKFC Kids Edition, and he sent this in via email. This video of this kid. I can't wait to see this. All right, here, mute it in case we get a copyright strike. You can keep it playing. We'll talk about it. You can mute it. That's possible. This kid, I mean, thank you for sending in. Look, he's serious, man. And if you look, he looks like he's sweating. So it's not like he just did it for the camera. Look at him moving around, turning around. What do you think?
He's got some skills. That's hard to spin around on a treadmill like that.
Nate Shook, give him a call.
Yeah, Shook, it's the future.
We can sign him right now. Probably get him on the team.
The youth movement here continues in bare knuckle. This kid, hey man, look, to be that young, I don't know how old he is, be that young and move around like that and be that committed. Like I said, you can see his hair was a little sweaty, so he didn't just do it for the camera, and it's not like he just learned it. You can see he's been working on it for a while. Kudos to him, man. That's awesome. Lidle.
Yeah, some skills. He's gonna be good in the future.
I know. You have kids. I don't know if you encourage them not to get into fighting, follow what they want to follow, but did your kids ever show an interest in fighting like this? Did they see their dad doing it? Wasn't their thing? Or how did that work?
Brian, your kids, you're around them all the time, and everybody's got different personalities and whatnot. And so, my kids were not the kind of, I didn't want to push them in that because I didn't think it was their thing. Some people are great at certain things. My son was a basketball player. I don't play basketball. I used to tell him, man, you get 5 fouls, use 4 of them. That'd be my advice to him. Almost foul out, but don't foul out. That's push them as hard as you can. That's my only help. I I can't help you with basketball, but you're a great basketball player. You do basketball, man. You do you. Don't try and do what I'm doing because you gotta have the right mentality for this. You come in here, you're not gonna set to the test. So go and do what you can successfully. As long as you work hard, I don't care what you do.
Yeah, I agree. It's great. I love your advice. I'm going to give my son advice like that in basketball too. I'm going to say, foul out all the way, man. If I couldn't score points in basketball, if I could have racked the fouls, I have something to brag about. It's okay on defense, but good advice for the children. Chris Lidle is a living legend. The real Danny Christie's on here calling you a living legend. And hey, Danny Christie, you have a great YouTube channel. We often check it out and pull things from it. Thank you for what you do.
Love the Danny Christie. He does some great stuff.
Yeah, Rick Caruso's here. We're going to talk about him in a little while. He's fighting this Friday. I see Chris Davrin's here. He's an England guy. We appreciate you being here. But as we continue on, you talk about this weekend, Merck season. We'll talk about that later, too. Marcus Suarez, he's transformation, this guy. We talked about on the show before. He's a big fan of the show. He dropped a ton of weight. I'm not saying he went up or down in weight. I'm saying he dropped like a ton of weight to get in shape. He was like a fat guy, and he looks great now. We're excited for him. BKFC 56 coming up this Friday, but there's someone else who did a transition of a different kind. Crystal Pittman has made another type of transformation. It's not her body. We've known that's always looked good. She's in shape. She's ready to go, but her fighting prowess, as she says, and she put this out. I thought it was interesting to show some of her development. I think she's developed as a fighter as well. I think she deserves a spotlight. So let's show you this.
15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I mean, look, I got nothing to say bad about Pittman. I love watching her fight. She's tough. She comes to fight. She loves fighting. And I have. I mean, she came in, God, she's been here for years. I think she celebrated her anniversary. It was like 4 years or something the other day. I could be wrong. But I watched not just the person she was, but, the fighter she was. It's fun to watch these women and these men develop as they come in.
It's amazing to me just how long it takes this sport. I mean, I'm noticing guys after their fifth, sixth fight, they go to a different level. So it takes people that long. Same with Crystal. She's been a tough fighter, a tough person the whole time, but it's really gotten till now when she's really understanding this sport and gotten much better. Hard to deal with. That was a nasty right hand she landed last time. She's just getting better and better. So it's just amazing how different this sport is. I don't care how many fights you've had. It takes a minute to get used to BKFC.
I agree. And while talking about the females, I kind of want to jump into Christine Faria a little bit, the misfit. I mean, we're waiting for the Queen of Violence title. That fell through. People were afraid to fight her. We can't find anybody to fight her. That's what I'm seeing. And I understand why. I mean, she's tough as nails. She's very talented. She's very skilled. But I want to see Faria fight. I want to see her defend that title. And no one's going to fight her. I don't know what's next for her. I mean, the only thing I can think of that I want to see as a fan, I know nothing, Jad Massam Wong. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. That's a fight I'd like to see.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Jad, definitely.
Yeah, that's probably going to happen at some point. I mean, only time Wong's loss was due to a cut. And this is bare knuckle. You're going to get cut. So now the person who cut her getting ready to fight for us here in a couple of days. So she's undefeated as well. So we'll have to see how this fight goes. But, man, I mean, there's somebody who's always, man, I don't care how good you are. There's always somebody out there who's hungry, wanting to come up, challenge for that title, get their piece of the pie. There's going to be something.
I agree. I'm excited to see it. And I know Brandon must be pumped about that too. He popped in. He loves Jad Massam Wong. He's a big fan of her and Taylor, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, I don't have it queued up.
Why. That's weird.
Oh man.
What do we have in common?
I don't have it. I know what you want me to do, but I don't have it. I don't have it anymore.
I mean,
that's okay. I'm sure. He has this graphic in his spank bank he keeps. I mean, in his files that he keeps.
Yeah, you make me keep it.
Hey, I already know what you're talking about. I think we're all familiar with,
All right. So let's go over to who's this? I'm excited for that fight. Hopefully that fight happens, or any fight. Just see Christine back in there. We love her.
Vicenz Wong rematch, maybe.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't think there's a point in doing the rematch. We got to get Faria a fight first, because I mean that's going to take forever before those two would fight. And then man, that'd take another 6 months at least for Faria to get. Let's just throw one of them at whoever. I don't know. It just depends on how things look this weekend, I guess. I don't know.
True. They're in the chat. They're saying here that Jad makes the most sense. Here's Bowls, Beers, and Brawls saying that. All right, well, look, let's move on with that. Mort from Indiana. Oh, Indiana. He said he wanted to contribute this. We're going to show it. He couples it with the question here. He says, I can't wait to see this. Ever do anything stupid like this while drunk? Oh, fun. Let's watch. This dude just... I agree. What was his plan? What was he going to do there? Lidle,
You're going to pull up. Those are my Indiana people. I mean, hey, whoever Mort is, tell him to get a hold of me. I'll go out on boating with you. It looks like fun. It looks like a good time. I'm in.
What's the dumbest thing you've ever done when you're drunk, Lidle?
Oh, my God, dude. There's such a laundry list of things. I mean, I used to live a rough life, Brian. I used to drink an awful lot. I wasn't real smart. So there's some... Fell through a windshield of a car once. I don't know. There's a ton of different things I've done. I mean, my whole childhood was filled with, I was unrecognizable back then. You'd be like, who's this slob? Who's this drunk idiot fool? That was me a lot. I go hard at everything, Brian. If I'm all in. So when I start doing things back then, it'd be like, I'm not going to drink 10 beers. I'm going to try and drink 25, just stupidity.
All right, there you go. I mean, I never understood when I was younger and I was drinking a lot more. I would never understand why you have one beer. What's the point? I mean, that's probably spoken like an alcoholic. But if I'm drinking, I want to feel good. I don't just have one beer. Why waste the weight gain with that? You know what I mean? Like, I want to do it. Let's go.
I want some mind-altering actions go. That's what I used to think. Like, I want to feel this stuff. I want to get into La La Land and not know. I want people to tell me what I did last night.
I'll go one step further, man. I mean, I'll have a beer. They're good and all, a couple beers, but I'd rather just have a mixed drink, or I'd even have a martini because it gets me where I need to go pretty quick and I feel pretty good. The dumbest thing I think I ever did when I was drunk, not dumb, but a weird thing was in college. This is terrible. I was drunk and I was drinking shots and somebody bought me a shot. It was a crowded bar. I don't know if I'm the only one that's ever done this. It's really gross. I took the shot. I guess I was already having too many and I felt like I had to throw up. So what I did real quick was I went, whoop, took the shot. And the bar's in front of me. And I just went real quick where nobody's paying attention. Put my head down and just went, bleh, and stepped like nothing happened. No one caught me. It was only a little bit. And I left the bar. I knew to get out. I knew I had to leave. So that's my stupid drink. All right, let's check in with. Wait, Brandon, you like your drink, don't you? How about you, buddy? Anything?
No, there's nothing. I know my friend. I can't think of anything I've done like super stupid that's worth talking about. But my friend pissed himself in a bar one time and had no idea that he did it till the next day. The next day he called me. It was his birthday, so he was going after it. Next day he called me. He was like, I have no idea. I pissed myself and I didn't even know. And he's like, and I thought I was only at the bar for an hour, but he was there for like 5 hours. Like he lost all control of time and everything. He was messed up.
I think
now we did have. I didn't do this, but we were out with one of my buddies from Indy when I was in college, and we're all hanging out at the bar. We're drinking, and he's hammered, right? So he goes back in the car just to pass out. We come back like an hour later, and he's thrown up on himself, and we're like, "What the hell, man? You threw up in my buddy's like, you threw up in my car." And he's like, "I didn't do it." And he's like, "What do you mean you didn't do it?" He's like, "You mean to tell me somebody else was walking by, leaned into my car and threw up on you?" And he's like, "That's exactly what I'm telling you." He's like, "That's it. We're driving around. We're looking for this guy. Nobody does that to you." And he's there for about 5 minutes. He was like, "I got a confession to make, fellas." We're like, "What is it?" He's like, I threw up on myself." We're like, "No, you don't. Don't you try and stick up for this guy. We're tracking him down. We're finding him. Nobody throws up on you." And he's like, "I did it." We're like, "No, we're not taking that. We know this guy did it." So we just messing with him. It was hilarious, man.
I'm sure, man. I'm sure. All right, let's move on with the mailbag. We could talk about drunken escapades for years, I'm sure. Not even days, probably years for the three of us. Brandon handles his booze better than I do, obviously. He's a gentleman. I'm not. I'm a slob. Let's move on to a guy who's probably not a slob. He's probably a nice young man. Edmondo from the 305, he says. Edmondo from Miami. He said, this is his words, not mine. I don't talk like this. Fire face off. Last week, Soscia, spelled my name wrong, but I appreciate it. That little bitch ass Kai is saying things that going to get him hurt real bad. Don't know who you're rooting for, but here's why it should be El Gallo if you want to make some money. Well, I can't make money because I'm not allowed to bet, nor do I even do it. But He sent this thing in from Brian Duran, as we've seen him many times, toughening up his knuckles. Let's watch this.
I think they think this pussy shit hard.
Diablo.
There you go. You were in the sauna. Did you punch your sauna walls this morning? When you
Yeah.
What you
Man,
do?
that's yeah. I mean, it's important to be able to have hard knuckles. That's going to be a tough fight, man. And when people ask me, who do you want? Who do you want? Man, I want the best fight. I can't root for a person. I root for our people to have the best quality fight possible. I want a knockdown, drag out fight where both guys are cut and bleeding and almost, knocked out, and it's the most entertaining fight you've ever seen. That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm listening to you. I just saw the chat. Someone apparently has a video of me with 2 tequila shots. Oh, he's coming to me with 2, stumbling, trying to get Brian to take one. Maybe we'll watch that next week, send it in. Maybe we'll take a look at it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take us off track. I'm half afraid to see it because I don't remember it. But no, yeah, I agree. I'm excited too. I want what's best for the company. This guy thinks Kai's going to get murdered. He thinks he's going to get beat really bad. Others feel differently. Kai Stewart definitely feels differently. He put this graphic out. He's been trolling nonstop Brian Duran, calling him the Miami Muppet. So he made this. Actually, it's
I don't know what that means, but it's funny, I guess.
I guess because his hair's like that, he's been called Miami Muppet. So if he made that, it's good. I was big Muppet. I like Kermit the Frog. Hi, I'm Kermit. So that sound like. All right, let's move on here. Oh, this is great. So the face-off highlights. Last week, everybody was going nuts for a million different reasons about this face-off, Lidle. I know we talked about it briefly. You saw some of it. We have a couple highlights. I'm not going to set them up. I'm just going to play one and watch it. It was great. Face-off. It was nuts. Go ahead.
Bro, I run this fucking... Bro, you don't get it, bro. I'm not going to talk too much online, bro. But trust me, bro.
Yeah, you're not
you
gonna
don't know
talk
who
too
you're
much
fighting,
online
bro.
because you done incriminated yourself, you fucking weirdo. You fucking weirdo. Like, you're the worst
nothing back.
example
I run the streets.
for a
I run the
BKFC
streets.
champion.
Everybody knows I
Bare
run the
knuckles
streets, bro.
should
I
be
changed my life
ashamed
and I
that
run the
you're even
streets.
getting this fucking opportunity. You're a piece of fucking work, bro. But I get to end your fucking shit June 21st. Fuck
You are fucking delusional, bro. You're delusional. And I'm a sore loser. So you beat me in the ring and say it's never gonna happen.
Because you're losing this press conference and
I'll fight you outside the ring. I'll fight you outside the ring.
Wow, there you go. I mean, that was getting intense, and that was like we have another clip to look at in a second. But Chris, I mean, if anybody missed that, you can go back and watch it. It's probably on the app. You go back to last week's show here on YouTube. I mean, it was heated. That was probably at least 20 minutes, and that was like a quick clip of how and it got heated quick too, really quick.
Brian, sometimes after the fight, people hug it out and everything is squashed. I don't see it happening this time. I don't think it's going to solve anything. A lot of times I love it. I say fighting solves everything. Not this time. I don't see it happening. I think afterwards there's going to be a lot of middle fingers and we're going to fight again. That's what I see.
You're right. I agree. It's going to be very interesting. I was talking to Evan last week, and we agreed this is probably the most heated fight we've had in a while here in BKFC, where guys just don't like each other. Sometimes, they say things, but this was heated. Matter of fact, we have another clip to watch. Speaking of heated, let's watch that.
So it's way deeper than looking better, like looking good for the new owner of the company. All respect to Connor, bro. Take my hat off. He's a fucking gangster. But guess what, bro? I'm doing this for my family just like he did. So he's going to feel my story more than yours. You feel me? We have a similar story, really similar.
There you go.
And
whenever I
will
pull
never
you
understand
out like
because
he
you
did
never
to
done.
Aldo, you're fucked. You're fucked. This is going to age
You're
fucking
incredible. You're the champ.
This
I'm the new champ.
conversation's gonna
And
age incredibly.
new. And new, baby. Look. And new.
And new. Listen, man, like I said, they're both very excited there. And to kind of let you know, there was some talk about Conor McGregor being one of the new owners. And we talked about this offline. I talked about that with both guys when I interviewed them for the Road 2 piece, which, again, you should check it out if you haven't. It's really good. And the one thing that Brian kept saying is, what kind of man is Kai? Kai's worried about impressing Conor McGregor. Kai does the walk like he wants to be Conor McGregor. He wants to impress him. He goes, I'm just trying to feed my family. He said, Kai's two different kinds of guys. He goes, I love that Conor's in here, but it doesn't matter to me. You're out to impress another man. He kept saying, you're out to impress another man. So that's even more reason that that Brian Duran's upset about it. He just wants to beat the shit out of Kai. I mean, Kai wants the same. Kai wants to hold that title. So there's a lot of fire here, Lidle. It's exciting.
Yeah, you gotta like a fight where the two guys, even if they were nobody watching, and if we'll go to the gym and do it. If this fight gets canceled, they'll probably say, "Let's go to the gym and do it." If nobody can watch, I don't care. That's his kind of fight, and that's what you want. You want some real heat. It happens sometimes. Sometimes people want to go out there and make it, make it an entertainment thing, but not here. These guys don't like each other.
No, man, it's going to be, not only that, that's the main event. The whole card's awesome. And if we look at the card, I mean, I'm just going to go through a couple things. If there's anything you want to add, please do. But as I was looking at this card, there's so much goodness on this card. And we always say prelims are always great. But I mean, it's Merck season. We talked about Merck earlier. He has been a big fan of the show. He's been wanting to get on, and he's doing well. We had him on last time. Marcus Suarez versus David Simpson. Now, Suarez coming off a win the last time we were in Miami. He wants to keep that winning going. Where Simpson, he needs his next win. I mean, the guys he lost to, like Dave Mundell and stuff, and I think Jay Jackson may have been the other one, they're not bad guys to lose to. He's just trying to get back on the winning track. That's a fight that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to all the prelims. I mean, that's fair to say. I think the prelims are going to be great, as they always are.
Oh, for sure. Now, I thought, is Perdomo still on here? I thought he was on here.
No, he's going to be on there, too. We'll talk about it in a minute. I'll tell you what, let's go from the bottom up. G. Perez, Albert Inklin, Cutman G, you know him well. I'm excited.
Yeah, Perdomo's there. He's fighting Leo Brasier.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that in a second.
I mean, man, Leo's tough as nails, and Perdomo's been not able to get out of a round. He's so good. So, I mean, that's going to be – I mean, I love that fight. They're stepping both guys up. I can't wait to see that. That's got some good fireworks written all over it. Plaziola versus Dawson. Yeah. That's a great fight. I
can't leapfrog that. You're right. Leonardo Perdomo and Leo Brasier. I leaped right past that. Went to G. Perez, but dude, Leo 4-1 in BKFC. This guy out of Montana, and I'll be honest with you. Maybe you heard of him, but before we went to Montana, he started fighting. I didn't know what a legend this guy was in that area. This guy is a tough guy, but undefeated. He's fighting an undefeated guy. So Leo doesn't give up easily at all. I can't wait to see that fight, man. I'm excited for that fight, actually.
The ladies' fight's going to be fire. That's going to be great.
What fight you saying?
The females.
Oh, yeah, dude, definitely. Christine Vicens and Melanie Shaw. Shaw's tough. We've seen her before. She comes over from the UK and she comes to fight. And Vicens is just someone's been on a tear as well. We talked about her earlier on the show and what she's been able to do. I'm excited for that one. I mean, you got everything. You got the number 3 ranked bantamweight, I think he is. He's unbeaten. Justin Ibarola versus Slick Rick Caruso, who's in the chat. He always kind of hangs out. Slick Rick, maybe you can say in the chat what you plan on doing, but we're excited to see you. There's this, we talked about it, I think, before you came on. This is like a Knuckle Mania-esque card. It has such a feel, and everybody in Hollywood that's already there is calling me like, dude, people are pumped. Show's going to be sold out. Like I said, get your tickets. We're very close to sold out. We had to open the top deck. We've never sold like this. The atmosphere and the fights are going to be sick. I can't wait to get there, man. I can't wait.
And like we talked about a little bit ago there, Vicens, I don't think she gets the credit she deserves. She's been perfect. And she's fighting Melanie Shaw, who has been tough as nails, got her tooth knocked out. We talked about people getting their teeth knocked out and quitting. She got her tooth knocked out and said, I don't care. Loved it. Kept coming forward. That girl does not care. She's tough. She's resilient. I don't see how you're going to take her out unless you cut her open. So, this is a phenomenal card. I can't believe probably got to be one of the top 2 or 3 cards we're going to put on all year. So if you're anywhere near the Miami, you better make it.
We always say that, Lidle. We always say, I feel like every card, we're like, this got to be one of the top cards. And we're never lying. We really feel that way. And then we put on a card, and a month later, we're like, oh, man, how's this card better? But this is like level up
you're
again.
Right. I feel like an idiot. I say it all the time, like every other month. I'm like, this is one of the best cards I've ever seen. I'm like, shut up,
but
Chris.
It's true.
You sound like a liar.
Hey, if we have to be, if we're liars for having a great product, I'll take it. It is going to be a great card. And if you've never seen Bare Knuckle and you're new to this show, this is one to check out. You're going to love it, man. It says that here. Oh, Rick Caruso in the chat saying he plans to silence the Hard Rock, and he's a little wink emoji. So I hope you can, Rick. I hope you can shut him down and do what you want to do. I know how hard you've been training. I know you're a big fan of the show. We appreciate you coming on every week and kind of talking to us. I love the fact that you said they're going nuts about Melanie Shaw in the chat, too. You said that she got a tooth knocked out and she didn't care. I do. I think she's one of the few women that would smile bigger and not try to hide it when her tooth got knocked out because she's proud of the fact she was in there fighting. So these are great men and women warriors that we like to see. It's going to be a great night. I'm told there's all kinds of announcements coming. There's some official announcements. There's other announcements. There's more cards going to be let out. We're going to talk about where we're going to be going. I heard the press conference on, what's that, tomorrow? Yeah, the press conference is tomorrow, Wednesday. There's going to be an official announcement there about a venue that we kind of talked about before. Also, the weigh-ins are Thursday. The weigh-in show, anything can pop off there. Dude, with the heat that we see now at the top of the card with Kai and Brian, I think we're going to need extra security there. I'm going to be standing close by you, Lidle. I'll be protect me. You and DB, I'll be standing between you. I think that's going to be nuts.
Hey, Brian, that stuff could be contagious. When people who are in there and they're doing the weigh-ins and they're in line, they see people talking back and forth. That can become contagious. People can start doing that. So, starting from the top, it's there. Let's see if it filters down, because a lot of times I'm up on the stage trying to be there in case there's like a fight breakout. I might have my work cut out for me. There might be a lot of people going at it.
Bro, they're going to have to give you hazard pay. They're going to have to up your pay there. It's going to be crazy. Again, if you're watching either live, come by, check it out. You should. And if you can't be there live, at even the press conference, think about it. So Face-Off was heated as hell last week. Press conference, going to get a little worse. Then face-to-face the weigh-in show? Are you kidding me? It's going to be awesome. Make sure you watch it. Be tuned in for that. And then fight night. We've talked about it a lot. It's going to be a great, great fight, and we're excited for that. BKFC.com. Grab the app. It's there for you. Lidle, I got a couple more things for you outside of fighting. People seem to like when we ask you these fun questions. I got a couple fun questions for you. What do you think the most annoying quality... All right, here you go. This is from fans. What do you think the most annoying quality a person can have is? Like, what's the most annoying thing about a person that bothers you?
I can't stand the one-uppers, the story toppers, the people who are never wrong and they know everything. It's like, whenever something happens, yeah, man, I drank 13 beers. I said, we had 15 the night before. It's like, shut up, man. Quit trying to top my story. Quit acting like you're better than me. I can't stand when people always one up. I'm like, I want to hang out with this person. Well, quit trying to top my story and tell me how much better than me you are. I'm done with it. So I don't like that shit at all.
I know what you mean. All right, how about this would be good. I think you'll get into this. Who do you think is a celebrity that shouldn't be a celebrity?
Man, like I don't like any of those people from like my family likes to watch the different reality shows, and there'll be these people on who are like from like Real Housewives and all this. I'm like, who are these people, man? I don't understand any. If you're on a reality show and you're not real famous to be. I mean, you shouldn't be. You're not a celebrity. You might be famous, but you're not a celebrity. You did nothing. All you did was go on a TV show. I'm not sure how you are famous in any way or are a celebrity. You pretended to be. I don't. Those people, anybody you see in that realm, I'm done with. You're not a celebrity. You're a novelty. So don't pretend like you've got skill. All you did was on some show, you act like an idiot. Oh, okay. So here's it. It's anybody from Jersey Shores. I can't stand any of those people. I think you people are just dorks who go out and act like idiots.
I was from Jersey. What are you talking about?
Oh, what do you mean?
That's a Jersey boy there too.
Those people, Snooki, whatever, those guys, the situation, you guys are embarrassing. You guys have done nothing but those guys, they've done nothing with their life besides act like idiots and people. Another one.
I agree,
Kardashians.
Chris.
What have you people ever done? Kardashians, you people ain't done nothing. What do you do?
Yeah, definitely.
You're stupid. And people follow them and love them. I can't stand those people. If you've done nothing, what your dad represented O.J. Simpson, who cares? All you do is act like an idiot, and you've destroyed a generation of people because you got a bunch of girls who want to be like you, a worthless piece of crap who just goes out there. It boggles my mind that people want to be them. And so, yeah. Is that a quick answer?
It's like remember the Catch Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil? She's like, she became, Catch Me Outside. How about that? She's like unbelievably famous. $20 million. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What did she do besides act like a complete degenerate piece of crap?
That was it. That's what did it.
I don't get it, man. Our world's messed up. We need a revolution or a reset or something.
I agree with you. And the good thing for us is we don't get filmed when we're acting like degenerates, me and you. So we have no chance.
Yeah, I do it, of course, but I don't post it on TV so everybody, the world can see. I'm respectful.
I feel like they just have a wrecked life and they're messed up. And then we watch. I'll tell you this: my wife lived in Jersey, actually went to the same school as Snooki's husband. And when the Jersey Shore got popular, that gave Italians a bad name, honestly.
Oh, yeah, it did.
And also that little bump that Snooki wears, my wife used to wear that. She stopped. She said, it'll make it look tall. She flattened it down. She didn't want to be like her. Because I'd be like, is that the Snooki bump? I know what you're saying. It made Italians look real bad. And I don't think they're even real Italians. I think they're Fugazi, right? On that show. All right, let's move on. I'm getting mad now. I'm getting upset. I should just keep going. All right. If you could be any household item, this is a good one. This comes in from the chat a couple weeks ago. If you could be any household item, which item would you choose?
Any household item? Like what? Give me a TV or what would you mean? Like what's a household item?
Well, you'd be anything you want in your house. Pick something. A hammer? You look get nailed. Maybe a nail? I don't know.
Man, that's a weird one, man.
What would you pick, Brian?
I have something really disgusting in my head, but I think it'd be funny. But I think I'd want to be
toilet.
No, look on the shit. No, a shower. That way, I'd have hot women. They could come to my house and shower, and I could just be the shower. I could rain upon them.
Now hold on. If it just be your house or other houses, because you could have some not so hot women in there too, so that might not be good. Look on this.
Oh,
board.
Jesus!
Hot women. I'm out. I want none of that. No.
All right. Listen, how about?
I'll be a TV. I always like when people is watching me, so they can watch me all the time.
There you go. That's good. How about you, Brandon? You got one? You're asking what I'm going to be.
No, I don't actually. I don't want to be a household item. I want to be. I want to be a person.
I just want to be I could be a carpet because people walk on me all the time. It's no different than my real life. Let's move on.
Yeah, you already are a carpet. It's fine.
All right. This is the last one for you. This is a good one. I don't think we've done this one before. You could have one superpower. What is it?
Superpower. Well, let me think here. That's a good one. Well, I don't want to. I mean, I think flying would be pretty cool. That'd be good. But then, that'd be probably. I don't want. When I was a kid, my favorite was the Incredible Hulk. I'd want to be the strongest thing in the world. I think that probably would. Like, I don't want the ability to be able to read minds because I don't want to know what people think about me. That's no good. So, I'll stay fly.
You read my mind, you probably wouldn't come on my show anymore, Chris. We wouldn't be friends.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Unreal.
Or like, think about that. I think
hate to do this to you guys, but I got to go. I'm getting ready to fly out. I just wanted to say what's up. I got to get out of here, so y'all be good.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait 1 second. Chris, you can go now. There we go.
My man, thank you. Appreciate it.
Control. I was just trying to keep you on. I'm having fun. That was the last question anyway. You're the man. Lights out, Chris Lotto. Getting ready to fly out. Thank you for coming on, brother. We love you, man. What are you doing? What just happened there, Brandon? That was abrupt. He must have forgot he had a flight. Like, I don't know. Anyway, that's his superpower. Brandon, you still there? Did everybody leave me?
I'm still here. I lost this.
Oh, he hung up. I didn't know
whatever.
I gotta go. You would have told me that. Anyway, let's move. We got to move to the next segment anyway. It's cool. That was perfect timing. I love when Chris comes on. I could hang out with him forever. He makes me laugh. I like when Chris is real, which he's always real. And they're saying that in the chat too, like the way he speaks his mind. They love it. Says Brandon is a doorknob because everyone gets a turn. They're saying that in the chat. Oh, jeez.
That's gross.
Yeah, I agree. Sick. All right, let's move on. This is interesting. Big Ben Rothwell versus Mick Terrell for the world title. That fight seems to be getting closer. At least Ben is down with it. He said he was posting about it the other day. It's a fight that I believe a lot of you want to see. Fight that I want to see. I'm curious to see how that would turn out. Mick Terrell's a bad dude from the UK, the heavyweight champion of the world, but we've seen Ben Rothwell running through people too. That's a fight that, let us know in the chat, one that you want to see. I think that you might want to see that from what you've been talking about. I know I'd like to see it. There's so much going on in BKFC. And Ben, Mick is a great world champion. I'm proud. I know you are too, to have him as a world champion. Ben's another guy I'd be proud to if he ends up taking it, because Ben is he just wants to be around the fans. He said it time and time again. He's like a man of the people, essentially. So if Ben ever does get that title, he's going to be out there almost at every show. I believe he said that. If he wins the title, he's going to come to every show and take pictures and hang out with the fans. I think that's pretty cool. But we love Mick Terrell, too. Just a great fight, a slobber knocker we'd want to see. I'm not confirming that's happening. I'm just saying it's a fight that both won. It seems like it's getting closer, especially if they're posting about it on social media. That's my estimation. This is interesting, too. Something we talked about last week. It didn't go off without a hitch like we wanted it to. We're talking about another fight that you're very excited about, Britain Hart and Taylor Starling. We talked about it going down. It's going to be awesome. And we had comments from both of them. And we really didn't get to kind of do this the way we wanted to. So I kind of wanted to revisit that and check out their comments. First, it's a big fight going down. We kind of announced it last week if you want to go mine for it, but I'm not supposed to talk about it. I think it's going to be re-announced or something. But it is happening. Britain Hart versus Taylor Starling for the title. And last week, we'll save the champion for second. Let's see what Taylor Starling had to say about this fight.
Both of our careers have led us to this moment. We are two of the best that bare knuckle has to offer. I'm looking forward to sharing the ring with you, but unfortunately that bell's got to go home with me, the Killer Bee, and I'm going to sting that ass. Let's go.
Boom, there she's going to sting that ass. Well, you know, Britain Hart had some thoughts on it too. Let's see what the world champion had to say.
I will be fighting the bee because you ain't no killer, baby. We've been talking about this fight for at least 3 years. It's personal and business to me, which makes me the most dangerous threat you've ever faced. Taylor Starling, it's time for you to go.
You know, last week I said that was awesome how she sprayed, and I was concerned about her phone. And somebody waited and they said they had a waterproof case on it. So her phone's okay. I don't know if they're both going to come out of that fight okay. They're going to beat the brakes off each other. That's going to be a fight that's going to be awesome. There'll be more announced about that fight, everything from where it's taking place. There was some confusion last week. It's all going to be released. It's all going to be talked about as we head. We're in fight week, but tomorrow, the next day, and then fight night, a lot of announcements coming. Ones you've heard, ones you haven't heard, ones that have been kind of twisted around a little bit that we lost in communication. They're all going to be there. Make sure you're tuned in. A lot of big announcements coming. Also, this is good. Brad sent this video, and we watched earlier the video about Taylor using goat yoga to get ready. And, you know, this guy was saying she's going to get her face beat in. Essentially, that's how she's getting ready. Brad's pretty pissed. He's a Killer Bee fan, part of the Killer Bee Nation. That's what he says. He said that, I'm sorry, Brad sent that in. Kyle's the Killer Bee fan. He sent a response moments ago. He said, they're ripping on, Taylor for doing goat yoga. Brit's dancing around the effing gym. Let's see what it means. I didn't see this yet. She's fighting. Doesn't look like she's dancing. I don't think she's. Looks like she's just getting ready for oh, there we go. So it turns into dancing. Oh, maybe she's working on her footwork here. I mean, who knows? No, maybe not. Okay. Hey, she's having fun in the gym. Sometimes this maybe with Taylor too. They incorporate stuff like this in their training. They want to have fun. It works for social media. So who knows? We never know if they're showing us the real thing, part of it. But it seems like Kyle's pretty upset. He's like, don't rip on the Killer Bee because she's dancing around the gym. So we just had that sent in. Wanted to show that before we got out of here in a couple minutes. That's his thought process. My thought process, I'm just excited for that fight. Let's look at our upcoming schedule before we get out of here. We always like to do that. Of course, we're in Hollywood, Florida this Friday for big night of fights. Been talking about it all day. It's going to be awesome. The lead up, of course, the press conference. You can watch that on the app tomorrow. That starts at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, the weigh-in show. It's going to come unglued at both of those. That's Can't Miss TV, like I said earlier. Then you got Fight Night. Make sure you're tuned in. And you're probably going to have to watch on the app if you don't get your tickets the next day or so because it's going to be sold out. It's on pace. It's out. It's going to be probably the biggest show we've ever done in Hollywood. Very excited for that. It shows we're growing. And not only that, we didn't need some big names. I mean, we have our own big names. This is all homegrown talent with this place being sold out like this. So it's going to be awesome. So we're on the way to the sellout. Get your tickets now, bkfc.com. Then July 12th, after this big fight night at BKFC 62, we're going back to Cali. Going back to Cali, Peralta versus War. That's going to be awesome. Temecula, it's at Pachanga. It's a big casino there. That's another one that's going to be a sure sellout. Get your tickets now, BKFC Fight Night, bkfc.com. And then after that, like I said, we're going to be filling in some more dates coming up. I'm told that more dates are going to be filled in or announced. I'm told that we have a very busy time coming up, and this is going to come to fruition. You're going to find out more about it, again, during BKFC's broadcast we have coming up this Friday. So make sure you're tuned in for that. And I appreciate you checking in for this. Everybody in the chat, before we get out of here, let me check the chat once more. If you're just tuning in, I'm in South Carolina, so I'm doing some business here. So I'm coming to you live. Brandon's been holding it down, and he's did a great job. You've done a great job today. Nothing's been broken. Nothing's been messed up. You needed 3 hands. We appreciate you, man. Good job there. I also want to let you know that if you're watching, I tell you every freaking week, spread the virus that is the Bare Knuckle Show. Hit the love button. That's going to help us. If you're watching on Instagram, I can't see all your comments, so I'm not ignoring you, but hit the love button. Share this. Take a screen grab if we talked about you or mentioned your name. Let people know we're here, because the more the merrier, man. We had a lot of people watching this week, and it keeps going up, up, up. Very excited about this week. It is a main event fueled with hatred like I've never seen in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. So here we go. Fight week. You're excited. I'm excited. Somebody wants to see the shirt. Here you go. Yeah, Folds of Honor. They're amazing. An amazing thing that they do for veterans that have passed away, that aren't with us anymore, for their families, take care of their families. So check out Folds of Honor. That's from Little Ben. We'll see you soon. Tyler Bates is in here. Just keep the show growing, man. Until then, I don't have my bucked up here. I have this. So we love Bucked Up. We love Forge Irish Stout. We appreciate everything you've done for us. Thank you, Brandon. Great show today. We will see you in Hollywood, Florida for the most heated main event I've ever seen in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Until next week, until Florida, let's go! Oh!
Knockdown number 3 off the left hook. There's the uppercut. Down goes Daniel Carey.
I'm gonna put this guy out in front of his hometown, and they're not gonna fucking like it.
I'm willing to go in there and kill you, bro.
I don't think Junior thinks he'll beat me this time.
I know I could beat Jared this time, last time, next time.